And welcome. We're not quite there. There we go. Welcome to another episode of our WDWpov daily Disney live stream show. This isn't a daily Disney. What am I doing? You see, I got a little COVID fog going on up here still. But welcome to the show. I hope I shared it out to everywhere I wanted to. I don't think I did. Let's see if I can find out where I might not have shared it out to yet that I need to, like maybe my own personal Facebook wall. Okay. We're getting there. And here's my partner in crime.
And here's the man himself.
There's Marcus. How's it going?
Yeah. We got people out there.
We got some people out there. We had a few.
Anything?
Well, yeah, I had it. You need to type this in though. I started to type it. Oh, wait. There's a / missing there. One more. It's /
Which one is
right there. Yeah, and then right there. Right there. E3MCY.
You don't have to say it out loud. Then we can have some creep pop in.
Get the rest of it there. That way, he's jumping onto our StreamYard feed so that he can also control the comments on his own.
Should be it.
But there we go. Sandy was out there. I know she's Sandy. Hi, how's it going?
Looks like it works.
Says you're going to watch the rerun. Well, it hasn't yet. Okay, so you don't have a camera on that one, so just enter without mic or camera, and you should be good to go. So thank you, Sandy. Feeling much better. Definitely not 100%. I'm still a little congested and, been going back and forth with fevers over the past week. The last few days, looking pretty good. Marcus here. So for those of you who don't know,
I need a haircut.
He needs a haircut. For those of you who don't know, wasn't last Thursday, it was the Thursday before I got diagnosed positive with the COVID, and wasn't feeling good at all that week. Not at all. Achy all over the place, bones, muscles, you name it. Just my brain hurt, my head hurt.
Mary's insulting you.
Mary's insulting me. What'd Mary say? What'd she say? Facebook. What did she say?
It's highlighted right now.
It's highlighted. Jeff, you don't sound good. Thank you. Well, I feel much better, Mary. Yes, I am still a little congested. But you know what? I haven't had a fever for, a couple of days. Even when I have had a little bit of a fever, it's just been like a, 99.5 kind of thing. Nothing. Oh my goodness. And here's my son burping live on the air.
See, what I don't get is
I don't sound good though. That's it. You sound like the doctors after I had my cardiac arrest in the hospital after I'm still living, and they're saying you should be dead. Oh, yeah. That's great bedside manner. You should be dead. No,
I felt off, like I had a cold for 2 days.
Yeah. Now him, on the other hand,
literally every day after I got rapid tested, which I still don't entirely trust, I just felt better and better. And like the day after, I just felt normal. Yeah, literally the day after, I felt normal.
Yeah, Mr. Young Punk sitting here next to me, he breezed through it, didn't have a problem. Because I told you the rest, you didn't. I did listen.
The young people get it easy, as in they get it easy.
No. You got over it.
Yeah, rapid tests suck.
Well, he did have congestion. He wasn't.
My nose was stuffy.
He wasn't 100% for a couple of days,
and then literally every day after that.
You were probably 80 to 90%.
I felt fine when I got the test for the most part. My nose was stuffy, but
But I'm feeling better. Now, here's the problem, though. So I start to feel better. I'm getting over it. He didn't have much problem with it. He was a godsend. I mean, he was helping out around the house. He's helping my wife because here I am. I'm quarantined.
And then I get tested, and then
he gets tested.
Yeah. Rapid tests are very inaccurate. Well, they'll only tell you that there are false negatives on those. The informational paper does not talk about you getting a false positive.
Yeah, they seem to indicate the false negatives are more of the problem. False positives, they say, are less common, but I don't know.
But they didn't even mention it in the informational pamphlet they handed me after taking it.
Really?
Yeah, I just said it's possible for your negative to be false or incorrect negative test.
We're positive that you tested positive, but we're not positive that it is positive.
You can have symptoms for days before you test positive.
Yes, I'm sure you can. And I felt like I had a head cold or sinus thing going on, and then you've got
I felt like I had
tree pollen and stuff going on in the spring.
I felt like I had a mild cold.
Yeah, he was fine.
Like I was up and moving.
But he was literally a godsend. This kid here was helping my wife trying to make, dinner most nights and doing things around the house just to try and keep things going. And, because she was, now here's the thing. So as I'm, basically laid out, and I mean, laid out to the point where, I couldn't get up for more than 10, 15, 20 minutes without feeling like I had to go to sleep again or I had to lay down or whatever. But and it was weird because I felt like my lungs were clear. I mean, I could take, big deep breath, no problem. But even when I was taking a big deep breath, it didn't feel like I was taking a big deep breath. It just didn't feel like it was. And my oxygen levels were dropping a little bit. We had one of those little finger, what do they call it?
I don't know.
It's
pulse
ox meter. Yeah. So we had a little finger pulse ox meter here to check on things. And as he always saying, yeah, that was the worst part, being so tired and losing taste and smell.
See, I didn't lose taste and smell or really was that tired.
Yeah, you were fine. You were the model patient, that's for sure.
Yeah, pulse ox.
Yes, the pulse ox. And mine was dropping at times. There were a couple of times where it hit like 88, 89, 90. And they were telling us if it hits 80 or 90 consistently or below, you need to go in a hospital. Well, it would hit like 88, 89, 90. And then I would check it again like 10, 15 minutes later, and it was like 91, 92, 93. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna throw those outliers away for now. We'll pretend like I'm doing some hey Jeff, how's it going out there? Callum's out there. Glad. Yes, we were doing much better, Callum. Thank you. So I threw out some of those outliers and said, statistically, I've been averaging around 90 to 95, sort of. So Holly's saying, I still have my sense of, well, you still don't have your, oh, wow. So Holly, she doesn't have her sense of smell back. Doctor said it's most likely permanent. Oh, that really sucks. Well, I hope and pray that is not a permanent thing. Maybe you will eventually get it back. I hope so. Yeah, young people, Mary's saying young people don't have as many symptoms. And so, yeah, so sad, Holly. Yeah, so the oxygen levels were going down to the point where my wife was panicking a little bit. And, the doctor said around 90-ish, yeah, you might want to think about going in the hospital. Well, so we hovered between like probably 92, 93 most of the time. When I went to sleep, woke up in the morning, it would be down. But as the day went on and I did some movement, tried to get myself going, I'd get it up to maybe like 93, 94, 95. And so at that point I was like, okay, it's on the up and up, upward trend. And now I'm like between 95 and 97 or something like that, but still not where I want to be. You, on the other hand, you were testing out what, like 97, 98, 99, 100?
No, I don't think I ever hit 100.
Well, Jack did, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I think the first time he tried it, it's like 100. It's like, okay. I didn't even know the meter could go up to 100. I thought it only went up to 99. But Jack, first time he tries it, 100, no problem. But even Jack has fallen a little bit ill from COVID, it looks like. Even just within the last hour, last couple hours, he was laying on the couch, which is unusual. He was just laying there resting, which is unusual because he's literally like running up and down the hallway between the kitchen and the family room, back and forth. I mean, his legs are like tree trunks because his muscles are so big from running back and forth. And he wasn't doing that as much the last day or two. Today he did take some naps, which was unusual, but overall though he seems to be doing well. But Patty now, what, about the last 3 or 4 days now?
Mm-hmm.
Now she's basically having the symptoms of, muscle pain, bone aches. She actually has a little bit of a rash on her one arm, and so now she's not doing so hot. She's been running a fever. So now me and Marcus are trying to tag team figuring out what to do for dinner and stuff like that. Tonight was a fun night. Tonight was Chipotle. And our local Chipotle actually will not take orders.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, yes, and gladly not. But but they ended up, our local one here, just about 5 minutes from us, is only taking orders online right now. So you can't walk in and order. You have to do the online order and then walk in.
No chicken that took 16 hours. No, not tonight.
Not tonight,
we ate
Mary.
it for lunch though.
Yeah, we did. We had the leftovers of the 6, and it wasn't 16 hours. I was being a little bit facetious, exaggerating a little bit. But it did. I mean, we probably spent over 2 hours,
2 hours,
making this
I
meal.
spent at least an hour just cutting and coating chicken.
Cutting up the chicken, putting it in what'd you have to do? Put it in flour, then egg, then breadcrumbs.
Mary doesn't like Chipotle online. They don't give you enough space for customizing.
Oh, well, yeah, exactly. And
you can't get a quesarito.
You can't get a side of chicken, which is what Jack eats. That's the only thing he really likes there is a side of chicken. And so when I got there, I'm thinking, they're going to let me order a side of chicken, right? No, they wouldn't. They said that their POS system is down. I don't buy that. I know there's more to it than that. I think they're just trying to distance themselves even more because of COVID right now. They probably had an outbreak, and they're not saying they had an outbreak, but that's my guess. But so they said, no, we can't even order it. You got to go into the app and maybe order a taco with chicken. So what I did is I ordered Jack a 3 taco thing with chicken. That's it. No rice, no salsa, no dips of any kind, nothing. And I had them package it up in 2 separate boxes so you could decide if you wanted to eat the chicken on its own and then put it in tacos. He decided to put it in the tacos, so that's something new. Well, it's something he's only done a few times. So.
Everything is spicy there except the chicken. I have to disagree. I get the carnitas, and that is not spicy.
The carnitas? Yeah, that's not too spicy.
That's not spicy at all.
The chicken's not spicy. Yeah, I don't know. The funny thing is, I don't even like, what's that?
Are there really that many comments on those videos?
Yeah. We're watching somebody's videos on a couple of our monitors up here. It's a live stream from a previous live stream or something, but yeah, some of the people who do the walk through the park things, and they got comments flying all over the place. Anyway, what's Mary saying? You should get him the kids meal, comes with the meat and one other thing that is separate. Okay, we'll keep that one in mind. Steak is spicy. Do you think the steak is spicy?
I don't think I've ever had it, except for the occasional one piece that's gotten into my burrito somehow. Randomly.
What is the one thing that I actually like there that I used to like that they used to have and now they don't?
The chorizo.
Was it a chorizo? Is that what it was?
The meat?
Yeah.
That's what I used to get. It was a little spicy.
Yeah, I used to like the chorizo, but they don't.
Then they brought it back, and then they got rid of it.
And then they got rid of it again. Yeah.
All right,
to spite me. That's why. I know.
We've gone long enough.
So anyway, so keep Patty in your prayers, please. Patty is not feeling so well.
We've gone on long enough talking about COVID Oatley.
So Patty, she's on the upswing though. She is feeling a little better. She said she wasn't as sore today, so that's a good thing. But yeah, she's got a bit of a fever and she's been laying on the couch much of the day. Me and Marcus officially, I think this weekend sometime, I don't know exactly what day, but we officially came off of the self-quarantine list. Woo! Well, it looks like Patty is
wrong person.
Wait. Holly said, yeah, the kids' meal come in a container where nothing touches, little troughs. Troughs. Okay, yeah, good. Good to know. Good to know. It looks like Patty is commenting as WDWpov. She's saying, yeah, he eats too much meat and no other side there. I'm assuming she's talking about Jack.
Yeah.
Because I eat the salads that contain about 3 pieces of lettuce in them. Their salads have been really, really sad lately. Like the one we got today, me and Patty usually split it. And yeah, it had like about literally 3, maybe 4 pieces of lettuce in the thing. It was sad, very sad. That's why they are not one of our sponsors. What? Kids meal is a good amount of meat. Holly says my kids don't like any of the sides either. And Mary says I got the kids meal when we go there, and I take the kids meal for lunch. Good idea. Good idea. What's Holly saying there? Okay, so let's just say it. Chipotle sucks. We're in 100% agreement there, Holly. Absolutely. Maria's, what restaurant are we talking about? Just logging in.
We've got something that we still need to talk about. We have a whole topic lined up. Remember, we need to get to it.
We're going to get to it. It's not going to be a real long show tonight. Anyway, Maria, we were talking about Chipotle only because that's where we ate tonight, but just sharing.
We got to get through this. We have a lot of thoughts to unload on this show.
We were just sharing some of our thoughts on Chipotle, and so I know you got the leg right.
Which options do we have for restaurants?
Maria agrees. Maria agrees with
Once you see the picture, you can't unsee it. Well, every episode after that one hasn't quite looked like that. That was just a really bad angle.
Well, they did. They made him look. I mean, they gave him this weird look when they did that. I mean, that was intended.
Can you explain that Captain America picture? No.
Go ahead. Put that back up there. Put that back up there.
You don't see the resemblance?
It does. I mean, that's what he looked like. He looked like the guy from Up. So, Mr. Fredrickson.
What's his name again? Wyatt Hahn Russell?
Yes, his name is Wyatt Hahn Russell because he is the offspring of Goldie Hawn
and Kurt
Russell.
So he got both last names.
So he got Hahn Russell as his name.
Because, the no marriage thing.
Right. But they've been together for what, like 40 years or something?
I mean, I get it, but who is the cap? We just said who it is. We just said who the actor is. This comment might have come in afterward.
What's that?
This comment was probably sent before we sent
it. Yeah. The new actor. Yeah, that's who it is. It is Wyatt Hahn Russell. H-A.
When he's not wearing the helmet in the show, you can really tell.
Yeah, he does have a little bit of the Kurt Russell look to him. Yeah, which is interesting because, I mean, and
then he got his mom's hair, obviously.
No, obviously. But that brings him back to, the old Disney roots when you think about it, because Kurt Russell,
Russell did nothing but Disney movies, basically.
He was Mr. Disney there for quite a while. He had computer wore tennis shoes.
If that's what you want to call it.
But then, Kurt Russell.
So why is everyone so upset? I finally understand. Thank you. Just watch the show and you'll understand.
Holly, yeah, you definitely.
If you want to stick around for spoilers, because that's all we're going to
talk about some spoilers tonight. Now, if you haven't seen,
and by some we mean all,
pretty much the whole show, yeah,
because that's our only topic of interest right now. Other than the Mighty Ducks, maybe
Mighty Ducks.
No,
maybe what are you saying no about?
No, because we're just going to get upset about that because that was so stupid.
I do have one other thing. It's not going to be a major topic. I just want to pop it in here. I just have to do this. Yeah, I really do. Oh, I do. Yep, that's what I got to do. Yep. Bye, Trader Sam. He's gone.
He's gone.
As of this past week, gone.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, gone. They took him away. Because, that whole remake they're talking about, they're going to redo the script. They're going to redo the storyline. They're going to bring in new characters that are less offensive to apparently cannibals. I mean, You know how many? How
many
millions and millions of cannibals have probably come into Disney to complain about Trader Sam? Millions, at least.
He wasn't a cannibal. He was a headhunter. He wasn't even a headhunter. True. He was just a tradesman.
Oh, true. He was a tradesman. Yes, he was.
He would trade two of his heads for one of yours.
Yes, exactly. I mean, the guy was the ultimate businessman. He
gave great deals.
He was an entrepreneur.
I took up on his deal every time, but nobody ever stopped to let me trade with him.
Mary is offended and I'm offended. Yes, I am too. Absolutely. The guy was one of the original entrepreneurs at Disney.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gone.
Better businessman than Walt himself.
Yeah, I mean, he hung around a lot longer. So,
and also, it's just a known fact that Walt wasn't a great businessman, but topic for another time.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, we'll do some research on that one. Get that on the list. Get that on the topic list.
What?
Walt not being.
It's a proven fact. He wasn't.
Okay.
It was his brother that did most of the business end.
That is true. His brother did have a lot to do with Disney and its success.
The people getting offended all the time have too much time on their hands. Well, that's progress.
So yes, this past week I don't remember.
Frees up people from drudgery and makes their lives richer.
I don't remember the exact day. I actually posted something to our group the day it happened. And if I can find it. Either that or Mary will have it. Mary will have it up here in just a second. I'm looking it up real quick. Trying to, anyway.
Honestly, progress should just stop at this
There
point.
it is. There it is.
Apparently, one cannibal has visited.
April 6th is when I made the post, and apparently that morning of April 6th, it had been reported that Trader Sam had vanished. Now, I've seen some follow-up pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any to post here right now, but it almost looked like he's still there. But like it looked like that area was covered over by some kind of dark netting or something. So I don't know if maybe they picked up his thing and took him away, and maybe there's like some animatronic poles and posts and things still sitting there. But yeah, it's like they covered it over in some kind of like camouflage netting material or something goofy. So, I mean, as far as anyone knows, though, he's done. He's gone. Probably all part of the new rewrite of the script. Because somebody out there is offended about him,
and it's
having miniature heads.
It's only minority people. A minority of people complain about this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
and everyone else is fine.
But that's the thing. I mean, who? I mean, I've read some things.
It can't be cannibals because why would they be going?
I've read some things where people say that some people are triggered by it because it bothers them because it brings up things about their ancestral past or something. I'm like,
so they know for a fact their ancestors were cannibals?
Yeah, I'm like, who out there is going to Disney and getting upset because one of their ancestors may have been a cannibal or something at some point?
I'm upset because seeing the gas to electric lights along Main Street makes me think about my ancestors and just how much they had to deal with. They should all be electric style lights.
You're right.
On Main Street.
You're right. You know what I'm offended by? Now, we'll just talk about this real quick here. Okay, so I'm half Italian,
mm-hmm.
right? Okay.
The Italian restaurant on Main Street, just nope.
Tony's Tavern, Tony's Italian restaurant on Main Street. That is an abomination to Italian eateries.
That is not good Italian food.
The world over. I am offended by that food.
There is literally no one that would go there.
I'm sure somebody in our audience goes to Tony's and likes it.
But why would you go there and not just, what is it, Tutto Italiano?
Tutto. Yeah. If you're going to go to something Italian at Disney, go to Epcot. I mean, come on. But Tony's Town Square. All right, Mary. Just ask John Security how much I hate it.
Good. We got everyone who agrees with us. We're all offended by Tony's Town Square. It should either be renovated or removed.
And Maria agrees too. Tony's Town Square.
It should be yuck. It should be renovated or removed.
Oh my!
Or at
goodness.
least the menu should be changed.
So it is offensive to me. So does that mean I'm going to start a campaign?
Yep.
You going to join our list?
And then they're going to say, why the heck are you complaining about this? There's nothing offensive about Italian stereotypes.
Oh, yeah. And that's true. And Lady and the Tramp, some of those Italian stereotypes, they strike me right here.
But what's your problem? There's nothing offensive about Italian stereotypes.
What's that?
There's nothing offensive about Italian stereotypes. Don't you understand?
Why is that?
Because
I got you. I got you speechless. What's
I can't. You know why that type of stereotype is not offensive?
Why?
Well, you know why.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Mary says such prime real estate is wasted. Yes, Tony's that could be so nice. I mean, if they even just change the menu or do something. But I sort of almost understand.
It would be like the equivalent of if they made a not even good Asian or Chinese food place and it served crappy Chinese quick serve or something that you grab out of that shady looking place.
Your mom says because it's true.
Next to the pet store.
I think she's talking about the stereotypes, the Italian stereotypes, because it's true. So my own wife now is attacking me right here on the air.
But this is basically the equivalent to Italians if they made a crappy Chinese restaurant that served food that you got out of the Chinese place next to the pet store in the strip plaza. And they didn't even serve authentic, good Chinese food.
Oh my goodness! I'm sorry.
Now, sure, it's Tony's, which is Americanized Italian, but there is good Americanized Italian.
There is, and that's why I can almost understand Tony's to an extent.
Americanized Italian, but still,
no, because
a lot of American Italian food.
Because from the movie, from Lady and the Tramp, it. Like, I think even in the movie, to me, appears like it's this cheesy Italian restaurant that's trying to be Italian, but not, just. But it's Americanized, like you said.
But that doesn't mean that it has to be bad. That's not. It's no excuse.
Anyway,
man, we've gotten really off topic.
Okay, so let's steer us back here. Let's steer us back. I'll go ahead. I'll get this picture off of here so we can move on. There we go. But see you later, Trader Sam. I have heard reports. I have heard reports though that Trader Sam's, the bar / restaurant, isn't going anywhere. Because they're making too much money on that.
They could move him inside of there, and I don't think anyone would have a problem.
I'm hoping
they moved the guy from the old pilot from Star Tours into that bar.
The old pilot,
which we didn't get to go into.
But it's interesting though because he's still at Star Tours.
No, it's just another model because remember there was at least 2 or more defective models.
Sure, okay. You just tell yourself that.
They have the original model. They have the original pilot next to bagging, but then it was just another, guy of the same
cheesy Italian. Yeah, I'm a cheesy Italian. How's that? Okay. So anyway, bye-bye, Trader Sam. We will miss you. Hopefully you'll be repurposed somehow, just sort of like the Tiki Man. Remember the old Tiki Man?
Yeah, except that's in a cast member only building.
He's in a cast member only building, but he's still there. If you know who to talk to, they'll
take you over.
And if you talk to me and I'm at Disney with you at the time, I could walk you over to it and you can get right up to the door. I actually kind of
forgot where it even is.
I know
it's near, what is it? Not the bungalow.
Sort of in the central area. As you're coming from
Trader Sam's isn't even that old. They won't redo that.
No, Trader Sam's.
And that just shows that they don't actually care about not offending people in that case. They just care about making money.
And if they're making money on it, no, it doesn't matter.
That's all they care about, obviously.
But anyway, so yeah, if you leave from where you get the Dole Whips, if you sort of turn to you go out, Dole Whip thing is on the left. You go straight a little bit.
Not right now with the.
I know, but I'm just saying if you leave the main ceremonial building, just to the left, out the back is where the Dole Whip place is. The Pineapple Latte. Thank you. Instead of going left, though, you go toward the right. There's a path. It'll weave a little bit, and it's one of like maybe the second building as you're going toward the right. On the right-hand side, there's a cast member only entrance door at that building. That's where the Tiki Man is. He's inside that hallway, and you can get pretty good pictures of him still. Or if you find a cast member, like we did the first time they showed us, they let us inside.
Something just occurred to me. Galaxy's Edge is based off of entirely the sequel movies. That offends me. Can we petition to have them change it timeline-wise?
I think we should. Well, I mean, there's already some Mandalorian stuff sneaking its way in there. So if you
Which wouldn't even make sense, because that's like, what, 30, 50 years in the future or something?
Well, in the past, you mean? The Mandalorian.
No, the sequel movies are like 50 years in the future.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The Mandalorian is in the past compared to Galaxy's Edge.
He'd probably be like either an old man or dead by then.
I mean, he's back, during the Luke years, the young Luke years. This is like, within a few...
Bucky playing Luke years.
the what?
The Bucky playing Luke years, or Sebastian Stan.
Sebastian Stan playing Luke?
You haven't heard that?
What? Oh,
like people saying that he could basically play young Luke at this point.
You're talking about for the remakes they do something
instead of de-aging Mark Hamill.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of de-aging process going on with that. I know there's a lot of CGI magic out there, but I don't know.
But he can pull it off.
I don't know if there's that much magic to de-age Mark Hamill at this point. If they're going to bring back a young...
Did you see how much they de-aged Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah, but could you see it in a whole series though? Maybe you can get away with it for one movie if he's not the main character, but a whole series or anything, or storyline, that'd be a little tough to watch.
I'm sorry, but the Obi-Wan series with Ewan McGregor, they don't have to de-age him at all.
No,
he's getting pretty old at this point.
Getting up there. Yeah, it's funny. I think I saw some pictures of him reading some scripts for whatever show he's doing now. And he's wearing these, reading glasses in his robe.
He's basically an old guy now.
He's an old guy with his reading glasses, looking over his script. It's just sort of fun to watch.
He's an old guy now.
Okay, so what did we really want to talk about?
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Marvel overall.
I'm going to lose my mind with Marvel.
What was Mary saying about being de-aged?
De-aged? I don't think she quite knows what it means.
Is she trying to de-age? If I were...
Yeah, she needs to get that done, apparently.
I think a lot of us need to be de-aged at this point. So, yeah.
We haven't talked
Marvel
about it since that first episode, I don't think.
No, we really haven't touched on it much.
There's been like 4 episodes since...
There's 6 total.
Yeah, and we're on episode 4 now.
Yeah, there's 2 more.
Mary wants to be de-aged.
I agree.
There's
Mary.
2 more. I don't know how even with hour-long episodes. I don't know how they're going to wrap it up.
Wrap it up in 2 episodes? I don't see either, because there's just so much out there right now.
It just feels so stupid that they keep releasing series after series.
By the way, I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. This is my old mascot. I grew up with this guy.
No, people still wear him out in public constantly.
Yeah.
I just need to... What annoys me is that they have another series and another series.
We got Loki
and
coming
another
up,
series.
which Loki's going to be on its own completely different timeline plane. Who knows what that's going to be.
And then another series all lined up one after the other.
Well, what are the... Okay, other than Loki, then what?
There's What If, and then there's probably...
What If, yeah.
Then there's probably like 10 others I couldn't remember off the top of my head because they're not coming out in the next month or so.
Okay. Now I think we both liked... I think your mom liked it as well.
We liked WandaVision.
WandaVision was pretty cool.
And then it just turned into another sort of generic superhero thing.
It's called Botox. Oh, Holly.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier is... I don't know how I feel about it right now.
Well, I mean, so
far I only like 2 people in it.
I'm not one for swearing, and there has been,
and you get it only from like one character.
Decent share of swearing. I mean, it's not major swearing.
And you only get it from like one character consistently.
But let's look at this show. Okay, so we have the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. and they start bringing in some of the other Marvel characters into it. They bring back in the end of the first episode Captain America, redo, whatever you want to call him, as John Walker.
Captain America 2,
who gets to,
the American Boogaloo,
who gets the shield. The government basically says, hey, we're giving you the shield. Okay, great. And then this is what we get from that. Okay. And that first episode,
he doesn't look that bad though.
You got to admit that first episode where he looks like
that angle was terrible.
He looks like that. To me, he looked like when they came up with the Fredrickson comparison, that was good. But he looked like initially Popeye. He looked like Robin Williams as Popeye. So, and everybody hated him. I mean, universally, it was like the Jar Jar Binks of
the Marvel universe at this point.
Universe.
I'm sorry, but after at least 3 more episodes, even though I still don't like him, I like him more than the Falcon at this point.
still, you like him better than the Falcon?
I just do not like the Falcon at this point. He has gotten on my nerves after 4 episodes. Bucky, who is brainwashed, who was brainwashed.
Yeah.
I like him.
What's Ollie saying? I thought
the picture
in the left
on the left.
No, the picture on the left was not altered, Holly. That was
taken straight from the.
It was right from the show. From the show.
So far in the entire show, there are only 2 characters that I like.
Okay, well, we don't like Captain America. We don't like John Walker as Captain America.
We didn't like his sidekick.
His sidekick,
who I thought, what was his name again? The Spangler. The Spangler. I don't know.
The Star Spangled guy. I don't know. What was his name?
I don't know. Something to do with stars.
Well, he's dead. So who cares?
Spoilers for anyone.
Spoiler. He's who is he? The Star Spangled. I don't know who the guy was. He was a sidekick.
His name was Lamar or something.
I think that was.
I don't care about it. We spent barely enough time to care about him.
You know who he reminded me of? He could have been. What was that? What was from Sky High? Mr. Guy or Mr. Boy? Mr. Boy. He should have been wearing a blue outfit.
Did he have blue eyes?
He should have been wearing a blue outfit.
Really made his eyes pop.
Yeah, I think if he had a blue outfit and a cape, a blue cape, or
nowadays I just go by Mr. Boy.
Sky High, classic show, and again connects us back to Kurt Russell because Kurt Russell, who happens to be the father of Wyatt Han Russell, who is the new Captain America, John Walker. See, we bring it all together. We link all this stuff together. We think about this stuff at night. So we sleep on this stuff.
So Kurt Russell's son is the new Captain America. We don't like him. He's a jerk for the most part.
We don't like him. We just don't like him.
I don't like Falcon. He's kind of a jerk at times.
The Falcon, he's a little cocky in my mind. He's a little cocky. And he doesn't have the talent to be that cocky. I'm sorry. You got this wing thing that pops open and has a jetpack. Well,
he's literally worse knockoff Iron Man.
Yeah, he's like
knockoff Iron Man, but worse. Because at least Iron Man.
Thank you, Anthony. We are feeling a little better. I'm still a little messed up here.
Because at least Iron Man had full protection
on
his suit.
Yeah, Iron Man.
He's got smart.
He's got the missiles. He's got the bombs.
He had a helmet.
He's got a helmet.
He had protection all over his body. And he was smart.
Hey, Falcon, you're looking pretty you're looking pretty
exposed.
Yeah. Boom. There's your head. Boom. Gone. One shot. That's all it takes. One shot to the head.
I'm surprised he survived that long.
One shot to the head and the Falcon is gone. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, nothing special about that.
We got Bucky.
And he's using a stolen flight suit.
Well, not anymore.
Isn't it?
They're on a mission from the government.
True,
sort of, but they're going out of bounds.
But initially he was using a stolen suit.
Well, in Captain America Civil War, he was.
Yeah. Anyway, so we don't necessarily like the Falcon. He's not on our top 10 list.
I don't think he broke 20.
We don't like Captain America.
We don't like the villain whatsoever. Whoever the villain actually is, because everything's so ambiguous about the show.
Which is some woman who happens to be a super soldier who took the serum, and along with like 7 other people that they stole the serum.
At least 2 of those people are dead now.
The super soldier serum, they got it from what's the person's what's Steve saying? Not if I'm shooting, he won't be caught in one shot unless I had a shotgun. Well, see, Steve, even you could do it with a shotgun. I mean, just point it in the general direction of where you hear his voice, and he's gone. Those wings aren't going to help him one bit. Okay, what is the character that we haven't seen yet? They haven't named who the character is. I can't think of the name they're calling the person.
The power broker?
The power broker.
Whoever the heck he is.
Or she. Could be. I'm thinking.
They've called him he numerous times.
Okay, well, that could be the power. We don't know who the power broker is, so we don't really know what it'll like or not like. We've got this woman who
runs a terrorist organization.
That they're trying to make you sympathetic towards,
but
because they're trying to help the world, but
see,
they're killing people.
I can't
blow up a building.
See, I can't support either side, because one's a terrorist organization that doesn't care about killing people,
and the other is this big giant governmental organization that says that we will take care of you. We are the worldwide
organization.
Yes, we will take care of all your needs.
I can't get behind either side.
I know. I don't,
because one's all up in your business about what you're supposed to do. The other's all up in your business about what you're supposed to do, because you shouldn't have privacy, because you should just let people into your country.
Yeah. So we don't like the terrorists,
which,
although they're trying to make us sympathize with them,
which they have failed every attempt.
I'm not buying
for
it.
Me.
We don't, wait. But they've blown people up. They've blown up buildings. Well, okay, come on. Innocent people dying.
Wait. They want us to believe in this universe, this fake universe, for 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. The blip
happened
when everybody half of life vanished,
and they're saying that every country came together in unity on Earth and just helped each other.
That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying.
Not countries took evaluation of how many people they had left and saw these smaller countries that definitely lost tons of people and invaded immediately.
And took them over, but no,
because she probably was raised under revisionist history, if anything.
Apparently,
she was probably raised in a concentration camp with revisionist history going on.
That's possible.
Where it was a country that took over another one.
But somehow, yeah, this particular universe, now that the blip ended, but during the blip, apparently somehow there was harmony, and
which I don't get. I don't understand whatsoever. There's still people in power that would take over.
I don't know. But somehow there was some harmony.
Supposedly everyone came together, which I don't buy.
And now this woman, the super soldier, along with her 7 other people,
which 2 are dead now. Man, they're really crappy super soldiers.
I know, really. I mean, you had how many years did Captain America last?
Well, we're not counting the entire time he was on. Well, actually, we should count the entire time he was on ice, because he wouldn't have been alive if he wasn't a super soldier.
Right. So, yeah, Mr. Super Soldier himself, he's around forever.
He's around for like 100 years.
He's shot repeatedly. He's blown up.
I seem offended. Well, because the show is trying to shove a political agenda in my face.
So we're trying to figure out who can we like.
Why can't I just watch the show and enjoy it instead of having some...
Not possible anymore. That's unfortunately not possible with any show anywhere. So here we're trying to figure out.
It's not possible here, obviously.
Wait. Okay. Oh, you know what? We're trying to figure out who to like. Okay.
We like Zemo.
We like Zemo.
And he was a sociopath in the movie he came from.
He looks cool, man. I mean, he's that
Baron von Zemo, whatever his name is.
Yeah, and he's got that nice, fur line collar coat thing that he's wearing.
And he's the only person consistent in his beliefs.
He's got a cool accent. Yeah, exactly. He's consistent. He's consistent. He says, I don't want super soldiers around, and he's doing everything in his power to get rid of the formula.
He's the only one that came close to stopping the terrorist organization.
Almost killed the terrorist.
Captain America can't even do.
Yeah, well, John Walker. I'm not even going to call him Captain America. Yeah, he's a Captain America wannabe.
Okay,
but he's got the shield. That's it. Can't repeat that. Sorry.
And the other one too.
Okay.
The second.
Yeah, I got you. So yeah, Zemo. We like Zemo.
It took us about an episode or so, but still.
I mean, and like you had mentioned, he was really underutilized in the Winter Soldier Civil War, the Civil War episode.
He was there just to instigate, and then
he was a bad villain. He was a bad villain. He really was underutilized. Now, you were perfectly right, but now he's actually.
But he's not even a villain.
I know, but he is. But he's likable. I mean, the guy's funny.
Turkish delight.
Turkish delight. He's giving little kids Turkish delight.
Not only that, he's actually paying the kids off.
Yeah, they're irresistible. Turkish delights are irresistible.
We don't like the Wakandan people whatsoever.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, the Wakandan women.
With the pointy sticks.
They come charging into this last episode.
Have no jurisdiction. We don't care about jurisdiction.
Yeah, it's like we don't care what's going on. We want Zemo, and we don't care if you want to give him to us or not.
Luckily, he escapes. Thank goodness.
Yeah, but I mean, they came in there like they own the entire world or something. I mean, so far, even the characters that,
and I'm sorry,
maybe were likable back in the MCU universe prior to this show.
Wait, you're saying they were likable before? Because when I saw them in Black Panther, I still didn't really like them either.
You didn't like them then either?
Well, no, they just annoyed the crap out of me.
Well, see, in that it was almost like, okay, they're like sort of Avenger-like. Okay, you can get away with that now. But in this show, they just came off as being like, we're taking over. We don't care what you guys want or whatever. We're just gonna come in with our pointy sticks, and I
can't believe people had problems with them being called pointy sticks.
And we're gonna beat the crap out of Falcon because he does now. Not only does he not have a helmet, but he doesn't even have his wings with him. So what good is
he stood up longer than I thought he would.
He did.
And they took Bucky's arm off.
They knocked Bucky's arm off. They just sort of touch something on his arm, and his arm just goes bloop. It falls right off. That's definitely a design flaw. I think that needs to be upgraded in version 2.0.
Well, they did make his arm.
I know.
To be fair.
I know. They did that on purpose so that they could control him. So what's Steve saying here? Disney has left-leaning leadership, unfortunately. So there will be no show that doesn't have some sort of political agenda. Unfortunately,
WandaVision didn't seem to have one.
WandaVision wasn't so bad.
It was just sitcoms and learning a character's history.
This particular series, though,
they're throwing stuff in your face.
There's a lot of stuff getting thrown in your face. But here's
in that first episode when Falcon, what's his actual name, and his sister went to get a bank loan.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why should I feel sympathetic for them if they don't get the loan? Because maybe the bank they're just really not qualified to get a loan.
Right. And right now,
why should
they'd look at me and say,
no,
see ya. See ya. Would want to be ya.
Like, why should I care about that? I mean, sure, he's a superhero, but does he have any collateral other than being a superhero or whatever? Whatever?
I mean, the guy's got to be making more money than I am. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, even the banker asked, how do you make money?
And couldn't you have the suit for collateral?
That thing's it's owned by the government.
It's got to be worth
It's owned by the government. So
whatever. Okay. But if he was smart enough, then he should look at that suit and try and design a new one. Make it his own.
But that's the thing. He's not smart. He's not like Iron Man.
It's true.
He's just a guy who was in the military.
He just happened to be.
He's just a guy that was in the military.
Who did the test pilot thing for the winged
and got to keep doing it.
And got to keep doing it. Yeah. But anyway, so bottom line is this new morphing of the MCU, at least in this particular series right now, we don't like anyone except Zemo
and Bucky,
who also was a horrendous character for most of his first, half of his MCU career, except for obviously the original Captain America, where he was a good guy,
and except for the fact that he was brainwashed for most of it. So,
but we didn't know that in the first one. So,
we did.
Yeah. But we didn't know to the extent.
What's
your mom saying there?
If you watched any cartoons or read comics, you'd know exactly.
I know. So what did Mom say? That's the problem with working for the government. Okay. Yeah. Nothing is yours. Nothing is yours.
That's why we don't like the GRC or whatever it's called. the worldwide government.
Yeah, the GRC. What is that?
Global
Reconstruction
Council
or
something like that.
Yeah,
we don't like them either.
Yeah, the GRC we're not thrilled with.
But we don't like the terrorists.
The terrorists we're not thrilled
up
with
merely because they don't like them.
They wanted to get their attention. That was what she said. Isn't that what she said?
This is the only language they understand.
Yeah, they wanted to get their attention. So we don't like the terrorists. We don't like
the government
portion of this.
Which that kind of lines up with real life.
That's okay.
That's me. Yeah, that's okay. I don't like the UN.
We're gonna get cut off here right now.
Oh, really?
we're gonna get muted or something. Yeah, this is gonna get shut down. Anyway, so we
don't like most of the superheroes.
We don't like most of the superheroes. We like Bucky, and we like Zemo, who again he's consistent. He says what he means for the most part, except when he doesn't.
Well, it's a means to his end. He is consistent when he lies.
Exactly. Yeah. But he's
also the only person who came close to stopping the terrorists.
If anyone wants to get me a gift, get me one of those
leather jacket
with the
like
fur
the aviator
lining.
Leather jacket with the fur lining on it.
Get me a Zemo jacket. That's what I want. And then the dance moves. He had the dance moves going that one show, remember? He was like, ooh.
Yeah, he was a rich guy. You have to remember. You have to learn these things.
So I guess our bottom line right now is, okay, there's 2 more episodes. Is everyone else watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Well, actually, that should be TF and TWS. Because it's the Falcon, the Winter Soldier,
the Winter Soldier,
like the Netflix or the Facebook.
Yes, if you're gonna do it right, Patty. Well,
why is she process is a pain with a capital P?
Yes, it
but
is.
Still, I shouldn't just expect them to automatically get a loan from the bank.
Right? You can't. Superhero check. Okay, you got the loan. Thank you very much. How much do you want? No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
It shouldn't matter. His occupation should matter as far as a bank loan is.
It's a bit out of price range of a gift for you, Jeff. Yeah, it is probably.
But the whole bank loan process, it should still, let's see.
But got to admit, I'd look cool wearing it.
It should boil down to your, what's the word?
Oh, my.
How dangerous you are as far as money goes and your occupation, or at least how much you make.
You know what? Bone dry.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do it anyway, just because I want to do it, because it's been a while. Gaston and kill the beast. Kill the beast. Okay. I had to. I just had to. I'll pretend to drink some here. How's that? We were having Chipotle. I just finished the Chipotle just before we started.
Crazy.
I didn't even get to finish the chips and queso dip.
Mm-hmm.
That was some pretty good queso tonight. But nope, I didn't have time to fill my thing. So what was she saying no about?
I don't know.
Well, what did we do, Patty? Why are you saying no? Oh, my goodness. So anyway, Patty, if you're watching, which you are, get me a Zemo jacket, okay? Maybe Christmas, or it's probably going to be. It's going to be a big item coming up this year. The Zemo jacket. You mark my words. It's going to be out there.
No, you'll get a Falcon pack and a fake Captain America outfit and a Bucky outfit.
Mary says their queso's not good. It was actually decent tonight. A lot of times it's very gritty. It is. It's very Chipotle. Your queso dip usually is very gritty. It tastes like you've got sand or silica in there, just like Taco Bell, I've heard, puts a lot of silica as filler in their meat. Okay?
We're
not looking to get you as a sponsor, so I'm going to say what I want to say about you.
Even as far as costumes go, you'll probably get one of the stupid Wakandan Dora Milaje outfits before Zemo's jacket.
No,
and he's a main character in this show.
We got to have a Zemo jacket out there somewhere. Somebody's got to do it. What Steve says, in the 1990s, you could get a home loan with no documentation. So art imitated reality there, yes.
I'm not saying that was good back in the 90s.
Yeah, Mary, it is. It is like you're chewing sand many nights. Tonight, though, I was surprised. It wasn't like I was chewing on sand.
What was it? Back in the early 2000s, farmers could just get loans and it didn't matter. and most of them couldn't pay them back ever.
Some
to try and revitalize the farming industry, and that kind of backfired.
Yeah,
because no one knew how to farm, so they just became farmers and got loans and
then
didn't
there
know what
was
they were
the
doing.
period in like the 90s.
There was also the housing loan in
the housing
2000s.
loan. Yeah,
that
90s,
bombed.
2000s, where basically they were over loaning because they were told to by the government. We should do a government show sometime.
Now they want to know when you last visited the restroom for your bank.
Yes.
Honestly, I'd rather give them that information than no information.
Approximately 1.5 hours ago was number one. Okay, there you go. Is that enough information?
We're going to need your social security too.
It was maybe several ounces. Is that good?
We'd also like at least a home address, something you can put up for collateral.
Yeah. No, but you know what's funny? I mean, and this was, I did a little bit of side work for some loan company / lawyer group at one point, where I basically went through loan papers and, poured through, the thousands and thousands of pages of documentation to go into a loan nowadays. And basically for these suits that were being filed because of those predatory loans that were going on. So that was not good. I mean, that was just bad news all over the place. So yeah, I did a little bit of side contract work or whatever you want to call it. And they would send me PDFs of all these documents, and then I have to go through and, hit the certain spots that prove certain things that were done that shouldn't have been done. And yeah, that was a mess. That was a big mess back in those days. So, but it did not, fortunately, ask you when you went to the restroom last. That was not one of the things I ever saw in the documentation, but probably should have been. Maybe a few less of those loans would have been given out, and a few less people caught in very bad situations that they should have probably been smarter to not get into in the first place. But so MCU, Zemo, Bucky.
Okay, yeah.
That's it.
There's no one good left.
That's our last word on it.
There's no one redeemable left.
We don't like any of the other characters.
Literally everyone decent died.
Yeah. I mean, so I mean, the other ones, they're out there somewhere.
Banner
Hulk's out there somewhere. We don't know where he is. The Guardians of the Galaxy are floating around out there somewhere.
With Thor and tow.
Yeah, Thor's hanging out with them. And he's got that special axe. Did you want to talk about that special axe at all?
Oh yeah. Thanos is I just thought about this the other night. So Thanos has gone across the entire universe, not just galaxy, universe, hunting down the 6 Infinity Stones.
Yep.
Had a special gauntlet made to put all 6 on. And a beam from all 6 of them still can't stop this axe that's held together by a branch.
A branch. It was a branch.
It can't stop. You've got all the power in the universe essentially, and it can't stop that.
And somehow Thor's newly minted forged axe on a stick. An axe on a stick. Sounds like
and that's stronger than the force of all 6 Infinity Stones.
Stronger than all the Infinity Stones and blasted them to pieces.
And Thanos' methods of solving what he thought was a problem were also really stupid. But
let's okay. So Thanos,
if he's such a smart guy, he couldn't come up with a better method.
Okay, I'm going to snap my fingers, so I'm going to wipe out half the living population of the universe to help with
myself,
because that will
accept myself,
right? Because that will help increase the number of resources available to the remaining half of the beings all through the universe. Great idea. Well, if he could do that, why couldn't he snap his fingers and say, let's double the resources in the entire universe to now accommodate all the people that are there,
or even, since these, if only there were Infinity Stones.
An Infinity Stone.
Create infinite of anything.
Yeah.
That manipulate reality and time.
Wouldn't that have been
create infinite of everything?
An Infinity Stone. They should have
you literally just need 2 of them, like one that manipulates reality and one that manipulates time. to control everything.
And
really.
you could make an infinite amount of resources if you wanted.
Yeah, maybe.
That
actually.
No. Let's just kill half the people.
If you think about it,
it's much easier.
If you think about it, out of the 6,
dust everybody.
If you think about it, out of the 6 Infinity Stones, you really only need like 2 to control everything: reality and time. You don't even need the Mind Stone, the Soul Stone, the Power Stone, the other stone. I can't even remember what the last one is.
Steve's just saying about everything they're asking for to apply for a loan. Sounds like a real pain in the rumpus room. You know where I got that from?
Yeah.
Pain in the rumpus room.
Mm-hmm.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow.
Again, it's progress that got us into this situation.
That is progress. So yeah, snap your fingers, kill half the population of the universe, or
come up with another solution.
Maybe a better
because
idea.
You have all the power in the universe.
Yeah. And the time too, because
you have the ability to manipulate time as much as you want.
Yeah. So Thanos, I think, squandered his abilities there, and
his arm,
and somehow a reforged axe on a stick was able to defeat all the
power in the universe.
Right. Anyway, so it's just you start thinking of these things at night as you lay in bed. Or sometimes when we're at Chick-fil-A on a Saturday and we're sitting there eating Chick-fil-A in the car because you're not allowed to eat it in the restaurant anymore.
In which case, we should really just record all of that and put it up on nights that we don't feel like doing the show.
We've said that before. We should. I'll put my phone up on the windshield and we'll just have it facing us and we'll record us talking about random stuff, Disney stuff.
The problem is it's spontaneous what we talk about then.
Yeah.
And we can't really figure out or pick something specific to talk about.
Right.
So you might not get to hear about Disney whatsoever.
Yeah, it might just be a general conversation about nothing. Like an old Seinfeld episode. It's a show about nothing.
And honestly, it's more fun in that case.
Would you like honeydew or cantaloupe?
Cantaloupe's just better.
What is she talking about?
I don't know. Maybe she has a melon or something down there.
Honeydew or cantaloupe? You got me. Anyway, we've gone about an hour. I really am and actually probably past my limit for the night.
Wow, you're past your limit?
But I
never heard that one before.
But I'm glad to be able to be here for this hour and just very happy to have you with us tonight. And did you have anything you can blow us up?
Okay, I think it did.
Do you have any special offers? Special offer tonight only. Yes. Special offer for the night. I need to rest. That's the special offer. Oh, Mom's placing a produce order. Okay, so honeydew or cantaloupe. There you go.
I'd say cantaloupe.
You've seen it here, folks. This is, where else would you see an order being made?
So wait, well, what was that?
Yes. Thank you for that, Mary.
So wait, what was that you said about the show?
What's that?
What you said about signing off the show?
Yeah, we're signing off.
But why? We've got about an hour and you've what?
Just hit my limit, maybe a little. Time to go. Oh, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Well, it counts.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. That's right. Anyway, thank you, Mary, for the reminder. So now that you're done with us for the night, head over to Jeremy Goff Stock. He has a special Disney edition going tonight. I know he's probably going to be going for about an hour and a half already. So I don't know how much longer he's going to be going, but go check him out. Always entertaining. And sometimes he does requests, although tonight I'm not sure. He might be just doing more of an actual, list of songs that he, prepared for, Disney related songs. So anyway, check him out. Jeremy's cool. Good guy. In the meantime, again, thank you for watching. God bless you all. Glad to be here. Glad to still be here. Mary says he goes for about 3 hours. You got about another hour and a half to go. So go over and jump over there as soon as you're done here.
I, on the other hand, will be doing something I actually enjoy.
I may be sleeping, so excuse me, Jeremy, if I don't see any of your show tonight, but I may be sleeping the rest of the night. What are you going to do?
I don't know, something that'll bring me more enjoyment than watching that.
Okay. What, are you going to play video games?
Maybe. Who knows?
That's pretty normal. Anyway, again, thank you very much for being here. Have a pleasant, magical week. And we haven't gotten to sing our closeout song for a long time. You ready?
Uh-huh.
me. Speaking of music, we'll lead you into Jeremy with our own closing song. Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. Got a little deeper voice going with this cold thing here, with the COVID. M-I-C, see you real soon. K-Y, why? Because we like ya. M-O-U-S-E. Oh, that feels good being able to sing that again. Good night, everybody. And good night, Anthony, Mary. Thanks for being here. And have a magical week.